Hello all my friends on the interwebs who love miniatures, I'm Doc Eon. It is a Monday and I'm here to ramble. It's Monday the 22nd of January 2024 and I have finished these 5 hassle-free minis, and unfortunately I have no lighting at all here right now, or rather it's rather dark. You know the drill. I'll have better picks at the end, taking my light box. And no huge issues with these, just attached to 2 resin bases and painted up in my usual fashion. They look really dark right now, but of course, as I said, this is because of the bad lighting. So I'm not going to drag this out. We're just going to go on to works in progress and hurry on to the better pictures. Currently on my work table are these Reaper Bones, sort of sci-fi or cyberpunk do's and dudettes. Still very early stages, very messy. Not much to say really. I hope to get started with doing some Monday evening painting sessions with some of my painting friends from the game store. The game store has that section closed down for now, as I think I've mentioned, but I'm going to try to organize something here at home, at my place, and get a few people together, and we can, you know, just hang out and paint and chat and have fun. Hopefully that will work, and if so, I'll get a lot done in a Monday evening as usual. Here, fingers crossed. Now I prepped the next little batch of, in this case, hassle-free minis. These characters, we have, I think her name in the hassle-free catalog is Felicity, but it's post-apocalyptic. It's Daphne with a minigun. This is their version of Celine from Underworld. I've painted a version of this sculpt wearing a trench coat before, I believe. Not that long ago, but this one is just the bodysuit and the dual guns. Now, these are 2 different sculpts of the same character. I'm not sure if it's supposed to represent something from media. Hassle-free calls this character Morgan. So we have Morgan just in a mini dress holding her little handgun, or in a trench coat. And I think the guns are different. One is it's an automatic, one is a revolver. So I put these on, I put Celine on just a street base, and these are kind of ruined streets. So maybe post-apocalyptic there as well, or maybe just a bad part of town. And so again, I have removed the tabs, but kept a little bit of the tabs as a pin, because these are made for slaughter bases, and then just drilled into these resin bases and glued them on with super glue. Simple. Bob's your uncle. And for most of them I just kept 1 pin because they have their feet very close together. For this one I used both, so there's 2 holes, but all the others just have 1. That's enough. They're balanced anyway. So just a quick priming job left and I can start painting them. Thought it might be interesting to do a little bit more of an unboxing on some of the stuff I acquired last week, because I didn't have time to unpack it all. So, and because I didn't actually know what it was I bought. I got, like I mentioned last week, I got some random stuff on sale because it looked interesting. I wasn't exactly sure what I was getting. So this battle system terrain, the tavern, it says no painting required, and this is because it is not kind of a model. Let me see where I can open it here. So there's some stickers and stuff, but as you can see, this is, oh, it's still in the shrink wrap. This is cardboard. I'm assuming laminated cardboard. So it's a lot of pieces that you just slot together and you make this tavern. And that's cool. That's not as pretty as like having resin or 3D printed stuff that you paint. Not as it doesn't have the same three-dimensionality. It's not as solid because the walls will be pretty thin, but it's still pretty useful. If I ever want to run a game where I need a tavern as a set piece, I can take this out and build it very quickly. There's absolutely no reason to build it in advance because it's just going to take up a lot of space. What stuff in here is it's actually some plastic pieces. These are stuff that help hold the cardboard together. So that's that. This, however, this terrain crate with battlefield debris from Mantic, this is plastic. This is I hope you can see plastic bits of terrain and just wooden stuff. So what I'm going to do for next week is I'm actually going to paint this terrain because I feel I have enough of a backlog of miniatures. I'm a little behind. You know, I'm constantly prepping more stuff, even though I haven't finished painting last week's batch. And so this doesn't count as miniatures in my way of inventorying stuff, so the numbers won't change. But if I can paint, this goes really quickly, and if I can paint this at the same time as some minis, I'll catch up my backlog. And if I do need some more minis to paint, I think I will start up this Nova figure that I also got in the last shipment, because this is something, because the way he looks here, I'm thinking this might be a project where I can practice NMM, doing some sort of NMM gold for his metal parts. And I mean, his bodysuit sort of has a metallic sheen to it, so maybe a little bit of an NMM effect on that as well, perhaps. Because he's slightly larger. I think these are 35mm scale. They're somewhat larger than most models. And yeah, that might be an appropriate project to try that out on. Anyway, that was this week's episode. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or even if you just stuck it out this long. Share, subscribe, comment, and above all, be back here next week. Same channel, same day of the week, same Dakion. But for now, I'm signing off.